First of all, congratulations on this movie. It is fantastic. Your role may not be very physically daunting, but it's very emotional. What kind of conversations do you have with a director in order to get to that point of I don't know how to put it. It's just she's so vulnerable and it's so at points it feels so sad. How do you get to that point?
Well, that was the huge challenge for me too, like the that vulnerability of the character because she's pregnant, right? Like the hormones really change your whole state of being. So for me, that was part of the contradictions inside of the character, right? Like her wanted to be okay and keep calm because of her baby, but also going through this horrible thing and having her other baby
Mhm.
outside in the woods with a crazy man. Um, so there was no way for me that I couldn't connect to that vulnerability. Like it was there in the script. It was to be honest, it was like easy to go very deep in those emotions because just like imagine being in that situation, like it broke my heart.
Definitely. Was the challenge of having to portray a character like this, what made you want to be part of this movie?
Well, the emotional roller coaster for me, it's so fun to play, like and to go beyond what you think you can achieve with those emotions too. Um, for me, the role of that fierce mother was something. It's something that I'm always interested in playing, like how we can be so much stronger than we think just when you feel your own ones are in danger and that you need to do something about it. On the other hand, the topic of the film, right? The real enemy is mental health problems. So for me, it's very important to put some awareness into that in this society that we live like crazy and we don't stop to reflect or to pay attention to relationships to connect more to people and to our family. And the other thing that I loved is that as a Latin actress, this was a role that you didn't have to explain why she was Latina. Uh, she was just a human being going through the experience, which I really appreciate.
Mm. Very much so. For a lot of the times in Hollywood, it's all about representation, but this character is very universal. How did you bring the Latino part of her out in this script?
I think it really like as a Latina, for us, family is so important, right? And it's part of the stereotypical, but also it's a very truth that our moms are more how do you say that in English? Más sobreprotectoras, like more sis having to like protect their own, right? So I feel that was a plus for the role and for the situation. And yeah, so what I've always like when for me it's and I see it in my in real life, but for me when I do a character that is supposed to be Latina 100%, like the touching, the holding, the embracing, like all of those things that in American culture or Anglo culture is different. Like they touch less, they hug less. So like I remember being a kid watching movies, like it's like, why don't they hug? Like hug him, you love him, go and express it, like and so I kind of do that a lot when I have the chance.
Definitely. And your character is alone most of the time. You're acting with a phone or you're in the house without giving too much away. Like how difficult is it to not have somebody there, or did you have somebody there to play off of?
Well, I was lucky enough.
I think you muted.
There, can now?
Now I can hear you.
I'm so sorry. I think I did something with my computer and I muted myself. But I was like, he was so like JK was so generous that the first time we did the scene, he was on the other side of the phone.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was amazing for me to have him. And then of course I had to do it many times, and I was by myself, and I think it's more difficult to act by your own, because acting is all about reacting and being with the other person and being present there in the moment. So it's a bit hard to do it by yourself, but I had a very beautiful crew, and it was super respectful, a very respectful set, and I felt like very like I never felt by myself, or that it was something harder to do. Like I was there with a lot of
There,
people taking care of me.
definitely. Is there a scene that you were in that you enjoyed filming the most?
Well, all the last part, even though it was really chaotic and hard, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but those were really fun to play. But also all those scenes in the phone, like for me, that was the most difficult scenes to play, like the most emotional ones, and I had a blast, and we did it like a lot of times, and I was like super in the zone, and it was my birthday as well that day, so after that we celebrate, and it was fantastic.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on this. It is a fantastic movie. You did a fantastic job as the mom. So congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.